Okay, so in the last class we discussed about initial configuration of checkpoint, right? So we're gonna work on the same first file today as well, right? The same topology, the same file in fact. And see, I've already configured and kept this, this checkpoint gateway and checkpoint SMS already ready. Right, what we configured till last class is already there, right? I would like to start the topology from there. So what we configured in the last class, we did some, first time wizard. Do you guys remember that SMS? We did first time wizard gateway. We did first time wizard. Also, we created certain rules over there. Let's go and start the devices. Okay. Yes. So we don't want these two servers because we're not gonna send traffic to the DMZ zone today. And all we're gonna discuss today is going to be from inside to outside. So in the last class, we had a few rules which are allowing this internet user to access the DMZ server. Hope you remember that. So we need this servers last class, but today again it's going to be from inside to outside. So no need to start these servers and all. Okay. So yes, guys, let me take a screenshot and explain the concepts that we discussed today. Okay. So here we have this Windows machine, which was able to access internet in the last class. I think we created some 7 rules, I believe. So initial rule for the management access, and then we had no inside outside rules and all, right? I don't remember exactly what rules we configured. Let us go and check that rules. And you know how to access the firewall, right? So firewall can be accessed directly via HTTP protocol. But if you want to HTTPS protocol, if you want to configure any firewall services, you have to go via this 3-tier architecture only. So 3-tier architecture, so which means you have to contact the SMS, and SMS will push the policy to the gateway. Okay. So yes, I think these devices should be ready by this time. Let's go and take the Windows machine. Okay. Okay. Let me just do one thing. Guys. Just doing some disk checking. Let us wait, or we can skip this if it's going to take more time. I think it will take more time. Let me go and wipe this Windows machine and just start him again. Okay, start. So we have to configure, since I wiped the topology, this guy will not have the IP address. So we have to give him an IP address. So these two guys, they have the IP address already, the configurations are inbuilt. What we configured in the last class is still there, it's retained. And for the Windows machine, since we wiped him, we have to configure a static IP. There is no DHCP in this place. And also we'll configure, the IP, and we'll get into the smart console and access the rules that we have in the gateway right now. Okay. So let's go and check. So log into the Windows machine. So let me make the changes here to the resolution. Okay. So we'll give an IP address 192.168.1.3 should be, and gateways could be 1.1, and then DNS will be 8888. Okay, so let's go and apply, and we can check the interreachability. If inter is working, then obviously the rules are there, because we created certain rules in the last class which will allow access from inside to outside. Okay, let's ping and check. So ping 8888. Yes, inter is working, which means the configurations are there. What we did in the last class is there, right? In my case, it's there, guys. So I have the configuration left. But in your case, the configurations will be wiped. So which you have to, if you're doing this lab, you have to again start from the first time wizard. Okay, so let's go and take the smart console. Okay, so let's log into the SMS now. The username password is admin123. Sometimes when you start this SMS just few minutes back or few seconds back, when you try to connect to this SMS, it won't connect, guys, which means the SMS have to be at least some 3 or 4 minutes up. And you just started the SMS and you're trying to connect to this SMS, then it won't work. You have to wait for some 5 minutes maximum. I'm telling you. So if you try to connect to this SMS and if you're unable to connect to that SMS, it says some error, please wait for 5 minutes. Right? Maybe try to connect after that. Still, if it says unable to connect, then there is something wrong, which means you have to wipe the devices, do the first time restart again, and then try it out. Okay. So in my case, it should show up. Yes. So there is this fingerprint status. Yes. Let's go and proceed. Okay. It's initializing the services. Okay. There you go. So yes, so we have 8 rules totally, 7 rules created by us, and the last rule, deny rule, the cleanup rule is there, which is a default rule. Okay, let's go and see the gateways and servers. So we have already added a gateway, which is Chennai gateway is there, Chennai SMS is there, and if you go to security policies, you have some 8 rules which is allowing the certain protocols, things like that. Okay, so now let's go and maybe let's go and create some certain specific rules that is related to this class. You see, what I planned for this class is first we're going to go and do this HTTPS inspection concept, HTTPS inspection. So we did already this, right? So in Palo Alto, we did SSL decryption, which is a kind of a concept which you will even inspect HTTPS content. So that is what in Palo Alto we call it as SSL decryption. In Checkpoint we call it as HTTPS inspection. Okay, so that's what it is. Let's go and do HTTPS inspection first, enable that, and then we can see. And the same concept is because usually what happens is in this HTTPS concept, HTTPS inspection concept, you'll be having a separate SSL session between the gateway and the clients, and then the gateway, right? The security gateway will have a separate SSL session. Okay? Anything that you go to, in fact, if you go to Google, what will happen is you will have a separate session between yourself and Google, and the checkpoint gateway will have a separate session between himself and Google, right? And if this Google server which is in the internet, right, if he is giving a Google page, right, so that page will come to this checkpoint gateway in an encrypted format, and this guy will decrypt. So this page is encrypted, and when it comes to the checkpoint, it will decrypt. He'll see what is inside, and then he will again encrypt and he'll send it to the client, right? So that this guy can have a visibility even on HTTPS content. And also, if you guys, I've already discussed this in Palo Alto itself, right? There is a cryptography recording which is available for all of you guys, in which we have something called certificate authority. Right? So certificate authority is nothing but the authentication part, right? Because here what will happen is if you directly go to the Google server, right? If you directly go to the Google server will show you the certificate that he has got, which is signed by the popular certificate authorities. But here, since we are doing HTTP inspection, you don't get the certificate directly from the Google. What do you do? Right? This guy, when you ask for Google certificate, right? So this checkpoint gateway in between, he'll create a signed certificate, and he'll give the certificate to the Windows machine. Right? Now, if you get the certificate directly from Google, then it will be a trusted certificate. But since we are doing HTTP inspection for that, no, you cannot allow the client to directly talk to the server. So what we do is, right, when this case asks for certificate for trust, instead of getting it from the real Google server, we'll be issuing a certificate for google.com, and we'll give a certificate, right? And that certificate is signed by whom? That certificate is signed by the checkpoint gateway itself. A checkpoint gateway will sign a certificate for Google and show that to this this device, a checkpoint device. Obviously, what it will be a checkpoint. device is a certificate authority, is going to be a certificate authority here, but that certificate authority is not trusted by the Windows machine. So obviously what will happen? The HTTPS error will happen. I'll show you that right after that. I'll also tell you why the reason that the certificate is not trusted, and how do you make a certificate trust? Can someone say we did this already in the Palo Alto class, right? Yeah. So how do someone make the certificate trust? You have to install. Yes, correct. Yeah. So you can ping me in the chat also. So this certificate is basically this certificate authority's root certificate is installed in the certificate store, so that now this guy becomes or anything that's signed by the CA becomes trusted. Okay, so first let's go and do the HTTPS inspection part, and then we can further go and do all the other configurations. Right. So not to do HTTPS inspections, first thing is you have to go and check this gateway and servers. Click on this Chennai gateway, and I'm gonna go to HTTPS inspection, or maybe you can go and just check this first. I think, okay, so let me go here, HTTPS inspection. Okay, so yeah, so you have to go to this HTTP inspection box, and then you have to create a certificate for first, because this guy is going to be a CA, right? So you have to create a certificate for himself. So let's go and give a name called ng.in, right? And there is no need for any key and all, just give okay. Oh, sorry, maybe you can give some random key, but it should be it is basically to now encrypt the certificate. So just give a key. Let's give the key as root 123. Root 123. So the domain name is ng.net, the private key, because with this particular key, it will create a it will just add this to the private key, so the private key gets encrypted. So just give a number here. Just give some password to add to the encryption part. So let's give okay, and the certificate will be generated, and this is what the CA certificate is. So if you see the certificate, CA certificate, we can see that now it is issued by ng.in to ng.in, and this guy is a root CA. Right, okay. Now what we'll do is we'll go and export the certificate. Maybe we can export and we can download the certificate. I'm going to export the certificate. I'm going to download and have it stored in this place. So we'll have this as checkpoint CA. Okay, so we have that on the downloads folder, and we can enable HTTP inspection. So this is how we enable HTTP inspection, guys. Okay, let's go and give okay. I think someone is writing in my screen. Okay. Okay, listen to me. Okay, so HTTP inspection has been enabled on this Chennai gateway. Now, when you go to the security policy, you'll be able to see a new entry called HTTP inspection. So usually, before HTTP inspection, we had geo policy and we had inspection setting. We never had this HTTP inspection part at all. Okay. And now when you click on this, right, it will ask you to open the HTTP inspection. So there are certain things that you can do on this HTTP inspection option too. So this is a new thing that we got right now. So we'll click on this inspection setting and we can do the changes in few minutes. But before that, I wanted to change one thing. Right? Okay, so what I did is like I just went to the, after the lab has been opened, the only thing that I did is I went to the gateway, clicked on the Chennai gateway. I created a certificate for the checkpoint for him to be a CA, and I downloaded the certificate and I enabled HTTP inspection. Okay, let's go and see if there is if there is any HTTPS inspection happening or not. So we are trying from this device, right? Okay, so we have to go to, let me go to internet from this device, and let's see if this guy is trying to do HTTP inspection or not. Okay, let's see that. I'm just going to go and take a browser. And let's go to test.networking.in. And it should be an HTTPS, right? Because we have to check whether HTTPS inspection is working or not. So I'm giving HTTPS test.networking.in. So I should get the page now. Okay, let me refresh again. Test.networking.in. Here HTTPS. Okay, let me try with some other websites. Let me try with google.com. Okay, so there you go, you got it. So now when you try to click on this certificate, okay, we'll see the certificate. Please wait. Okay, please wait. Okay, I think, okay, maybe please wait. So don't test with this website, because recently what happened is, after September 31st, from October 1, there is a wide change in the certificate cryptography method. And I'll tell you simply what happens is, so I don't want to take this website as example, because this website, if you see HTTPS cross, still if you see the certificate is signed by R3, who's a root certificate authority. I don't want to confuse you guys. I know I didn't realize that this happened recently, but I'm just telling you what happened. Maybe if you didn't get a clarity on that, that's fine, absolutely. What happened is recently, there is a person called Let's Encrypt. So Let's Encrypt, he used to be a intermediate CA. Used to be an intermediate CA, and he was dependent on a certificate authority called DST root. And now, right, this was happening for last 10 years, right? For last 10 years, this is how it was happening. DST root will be the CA who gives permission to Let's Encrypt. Let's Encrypt will be an intermediate CA who signs all the certificate. Now, what happened is Let's Encrypt, what they do right now is Let's Encrypt, they become a CA itself, right? This guy who was an intermediate CA has become a CA, right? And now he is signing his own certificate, but now the machines, old machines, for example, Windows 7 devices, or even in the Android also, right? If you have Android 8 means 7 and 6, 7, anything that is below or equal to 7, right? Anything less than 7 or 7, we have it. They don't have this new Let's Encrypt into their certificate store, and that is why any website, if you are reaching from old devices, it's showing an error. So I just wanted to whichever sites using Let's Encrypt and not updated, they will have this this HTTP error, this HTTP cross. Okay, maybe I didn't realize that, but I would like to say one thing here. So here, who signed the certificate? Who signed for this? Now, when you go to the certificate test.networking.in, right? So who signed it? R3 is the one who's signing it. Right? R3 is a CA, but that CA is not touched by this particular old device. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to so just ignore that site. Just ignore the site. No need. We'll go to google.com. And yes, we get a Google page, right? And now you click on this lock icon and you check for the certificate, right? Again, if you see that, okay, who's signing it? So it is a CA which Google is maintaining. That CA is signing the certificate, which means, are we really having HTTP inspection happening? No, right? When you go to any other website, for example, let's say you go to facebook.com. Okay, now you can see facebook.com. Again, right, Facebook was also signed by whom? Facebook is also signed by, okay, right, DigiCert, that guy is signing for Facebook. So all I see right now is what is happening. Assume that this is google.com, right? And when I try to go to google.com, what is expected? The expectations, right? In HTTP inspection, what should happen is when you go to google.com and we have enabled HTTP inspection on this checkpoint device, what should happen is when this guy is asking for the certificate, this checkpoint gateway should give a certificate that is signed by him, right? So he have to give a certificate for Google that is signed by him, right? Checkpoint should give a certificate, should give his own certificate. But what is right now happening? Even though after enabling HTTP inspection, we are reaching really whom? We are reaching the real Google server, and the real Google server is giving the certificate, and we are getting the certificate of the real Google server. where no way, if this happens, right, if the certificate is directly shared by the Google to the client, then we cannot do that HTTPS inspection, right? Even though after doing HTTPS inspection, why it is not working? It's not why it is not working is yes, 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 Srikanth.
Valentine?
I think he's okay. So let's discuss. So yes, so I was discussing about this, right? So now this guy who's not, being in between and he's not signing the certificate, he's not doing HTTP inspection. The client is directly accessing the real Google server. Why it is happening is because we haven't completed HTTP inspection. Okay. So how do I make this? How do I make this gateway do HTTP inspection? So we did a few things, right? What I did is, okay, let us go to this, and I just enabled the HTTP inspection option here. Okay, but I would like to go and do one more thing, one more setting, which you have to do on a security policy. In security policy, there isn't something called inspection settings. You have to go to inspection settings, and you can see in the gateway what is enabled. The default inspection is enabled. You have to click on that, and you have to change it to recommended inspection. So default is selected, you have to go to recommended inspection. So what they really do is, guys, by default, the checkpoint devices will inspect till layer 4 only. It'll inspect layer 3, it'll inspect layer 4, but it won't inspect layer 7. By default, they'll inspect this, they won't inspect this. That is what the default inspection says. Default inspection will inspect the layer 4, right? Okay, but what did I do? I went to this firewall, and what I did, I did HTTPS inspection. I enabled HTTPS inspection, right? Now this is what I recommend. This is what I say my firewall to do. I want my firewall to do HTTPS inspection. Even though you enable HTTPS inspection on the firewall, right? You have to go and change this option too, right? So from default inspection, it have to be changed to recommended inspection. What is recommended? What we are recommending? We are recommending the firewall to do this. So that is how it gets connected. So if you have this as default case, if you have this as default, then it won't work. It have to be recommended inspection. So I just changed it from default. I changed to recommended. Now let's go and go to the same Google and Facebook website, and this time the firewall should be able to get in between and sign the certificate for all the websites. Okay, let's go and publish and install. Okay, so now the same website which was directly contacting, now directly sharing the certificate, from now it's not going to be direct contact. We enable HTTP inspection, and also we opted the option called recommended inspection from default. So now when you go to google.com, this guy will ask for the certificate. Now instead of forwarding the packet directly to the Google, this guy will now give the certificate, but it becomes untrusted because who's signing it? This gateway is signing it for all the websites, but that will be untrusted on this PC. Let's see till this point. Okay, so let's go and install this. Okay, so installation started. Okay, I think it's done, right? It's almost done. Okay, so let's go and check now. So the same page which I was able to access, getting the certificate from the real Google CA. Okay, let's close this. And now let's try this again, right? I'm just going to close this because sometimes the cache might be an issue. So let's go and try this in incognito window, google.com. So I'm not going to get the certificate from the real Google CA. I'm going to get it from the checkpoint, who's going to be the certificate authority for all the websites now. Okay, so there you go. You get this private connection. So the same Google website which was working properly a few minutes back, now it is in private. Okay, sorry, it's not in private. Okay, so let's go and click on the certificate. It says invalid. Why it is invalid? Okay, let's see this. Okay, because it's signed by whom? Signed by the checkpoint, right? Because we gave the name to the checkpoint as ng.in, and this guy is signed for whom? This guy is signed for google.com. And this certificate cannot be verified up to a trust service authority. So this cannot be verified because this guy is not trust. This ng.in, whose checkpoint is not a trusted CA, right? And if you see the certification path, guys, can you see google.com is signed by whom? Google.com is signed by ng.in, right? So first the browser should believe ng.in, and then only it can believe google.com, right? But now it's not believing ng.in. That is a problem, right? And how do I make it believe? Because we already exported the certificate, right? Can you see this checkpoint CA? This certificate we just exported, downloaded into the Windows machine. We want to install this on the certificate store. So this guy is not trusted. That is why any certificate that he signs becomes untrusted. So if you install them, this guy becomes trusted with this browser. You know, anything signed by him will be a trusted certificate. I'm just going to install next. Oh, sorry. I think I made a mistake. Okay, let's cancel this. Okay, let me try again this because I made a mistake on installing the certificate. So next step, and here it should not be automatically, it should be the place you have to select this, and certificate store you have to go and install on trusted root certificate authorities. Okay, so go next. So now it's going to show up the warning. Yes. Okay, there you go. So now let's say import is successful. Now let's see. Okay, this certificate is now trusted, right? The ng.in signed by ng.in. This is a CA certificate. This CA certificate is trusted. Now any site with this guy's signs will be also be a trusted certificate now. Okay, now let's go and close this and try the same google.com website. Now it shouldn't be an untrusted site, it should be a trusted site. Okay, why it is showing again? I think maybe a cache issue, I guess. Let's try on the normal window now. Google.com. Okay, there you go. It's coming, but let's see the certificate now. Oh, I think okay, there's a cache issue, I believe. Let's go and give control Shift R. So we'll just make a complete refresh. Let's see the certificate now. No, it's not working properly as expected. Please wait. So I'm going to try it again. Google.com. Okay, let's see now. Okay, I think now it should be fine, I guess. See, sometimes the caching issue will be there. So you need to try a couple of times to get rid of this caching issue. Okay, very good. So now ng.in signed to google.com. Right? Now, what happens is any connection between this, any access between this PC to the real Google server will not be encrypted, which means it will be encrypted, but the encryption part, the SSL session will be only between these two guys. So anything that you search in Google, this guy can see. After he sees, he'll decrypt. So something that you send to the checkpoint device will be encrypted. Checkpoint will decrypt, see that what is inside. If it is in harmful content, maybe it will block. If it is not in harmful content, he'll allow. And he will again make another SSL session to the real Google server. Right now, basically 2 SSL sessions are happening, and this guy is acting like a man in the middle. Okay, so he's trying to see all the content inside going between you and the google.com site. Not only for google.com guys, any website let it be, right? Even if I go to facebook.com now, that site is also signed by whom? That site is also signed by the same certificate authority, which is ng.in, right? Not only these cases, if you go to any website, this is what's going to happen. Let me go to some banking websites too. Right? Let me go to some banking websites, for example, accessbank.com. Even for Access Bank, the content can be seen by the checkpoint device because Access Bank is also signed by ng.in only. Yeah, but again, right, this is something that is against the company policy because we generally don't want to see what is inside in the financial websites. So yes, we will exclude these sites from SL decryption because some financial websites should not be should not come under HTTP inspection category. That is an ethic that the companies will generally follow. Right now, what he's doing, for all category of websites, for either for search engines or social media or banking. This guy is trying to see what is going inside. Right? He can see anything that we are sending inside. Okay. So now, yes, so we did HTTP inspection. It is also properly working. So what are things that we did? First, I went to this, right? I'll just tell you the process, what I did. So after logging to the smart console, I went to this checkpoint gateway. I went to this checkpoint HTTP inspection. I created a certificate for myself, right? A CA certificate, and then I exported, downloaded it, and I enabled HTTP inspection. After that, I went to the security policy, and I went to this inspection setting. I went to this gateway, and I selected the recommended option. The other one is default. It was actually selected by default. So I selected recommended because default will do only till layer 4. Recommended will do what we asked for what we asked the firewall to do, right? We asked the firewall to do HTTP inspection. So it will do till layer 7. Okay. So yes, so this is what I did. And after that, we installed the export certificate. So the certificate that we export on this PC, we installed this guy. So this guy becomes a trusted CA, and anything that he signs from there will be a trusted website by the browser. It will be trusted by the browser. Okay. So next thing is, now let's concentrate on the other features. For example, first let's go and do URL filtering. Right? URL filtering. Because we know URL filtering, we did this already in the Palo Alto itself, right? So we want URL filtering to be there. And obviously, Checkpoint is also having their own category, like how Palo Alto had a PAN DB for categorizing website. Checkpoint, they also do have their own website category, and you can also find it on Checkpoint website itself, right? So when you go for maybe I'll just go with the normal window, and when you go to Google, and if you search for okay, so let me try and comment out itself. Checkpoint URL categorization. So there is a site urlcat.checkpoint.com, but here you need an account to check this. So I have an account already, I believe. So let's go and sign in with that. Okay, so once you go, the same thing, right? You have to sign. Okay, what happened? This is the password, I believe. I don't know what happened. Let me just pause the screen for a moment. Okay, I don't know why it's showing this error. So, okay, so just give me a minute, guys. I'll pause the recording and I'll reset my password and will come back. Please wait. Okay. So yes, so now when you search for URL category checkpoint to URL cat checkpoint, you can find this URL. There you can go, and I just reset my password. I don't know what happened to my real password. I didn't change it, but I don't know. There was some maybe some conditions that it forced me to change the password. Okay, so right now this is a password that I have. Let me go and log into this URL checkpoint portal, and now you can find any site, right? If you search for any site, for example, if you search for google.com, it's going to show what type of what category they come under at google.com. So yes, it comes under category of search engines, right? Okay, so request, request, I check another URL. Okay, let us try for networking.com, right? So let me just check networking.com. Let's see what is the category that I belong to. So I belong to a category called education, and that's, you can even check another URL. Let's check point. Let's check for hotstar.com. Okay, so it comes in the category of media streams, and also it comes in the category of entertainment. Okay, so mostly they are right, but sometimes if there is a if the categorization is wrong, you can also request for a change. So initially, when in my scenario, in my case, I my site was actually pointed into the categories of finance. When I was checking with Checkpoint for the first time, Checkpoint categorized my website on financial a category and I request for a change. So after requesting for a change, they put me again back to education. In Palo Alto, it was an education by default, but Checkpoint, they, they just uh, put me on the other side, finance, but again, I just requested and they changed it. So you can also request for a change. If you have a website and if it has been categorized wrongly, you can request for it. So they manually check and they'll point to right category. Okay, so yes, so you can check the category. You can give a URL and check the category. So we did this already in the Palo Alto, right? In Palo Alto, so you have the same thing. In Checkpoint also, you have the same thing. Okay, so let's go and do the security policy here. So we'll go to security policy and we're going to go and block certain websites. Okay. So right, first one and second one or directly to the gateway, right? So after the second one, I'm going to create a third rule because here we have third rule inside outside, which is allowing all the traffic. We want to create any rule. If you are creating any deny rule that you're creating from inside outside, you have to create before that rule. Right? Let's go and create a new rule above. And I'm going to say, okay, so block bad websites. Okay, so the name, and you can have this, you can copy paste, control C, control V, you have inside, and outside control V, control C, control E. Sorry, I think I didn't copy it properly. Control C, control V. Okay, maybe I'll delete this. Okay, same thing, inside to outside, block bad website, inside to outside, VPN, let's disable, uncheck VPN for now. Okay, VPN column we don't want. So block bad websites inside outside. If someone is trying to go to it here, right? This is where the place is. Right here is where you have to give the service and application. Let me click on this. If I click on this, I can see so many things here. Can you see? So many things here. So right now, how many items are available, guys? 506 items are available, right? Okay, let's block some websites that we really don't want our users to access. Okay, let's search for proxy. Right. See, these guys are not categories of websites. Can you see? Right. So basically, we are not category. We are looking for a category of website. When I search for proxy category, it is not showing as a category. It is giving some other applications here. Okay, right now this is not showing up. Right now this is not showing up, which means what I have here. If you want to select some sites, for example, adults websites or proxy websites, it's not showing up. It is showing only 506 items. But that 506 items are basically applications, not a website. Okay, so two things have to be done for this case. First thing is, first let me delete this rule because let's do that later. Before that, I want you guys to enable the license or enable the blade. We call that as blade in Checkpoint, right? In Palo Alto we call it as a feature, right? And if you want to have that feature, you want to license it. So in Palo Alto we call it as a feature, but in Checkpoint they call it as a blade. Okay, let's click on this Checkpoint gateway, and can you see the available blades? So these are the available blades. We call these as blades. And you can cancel this, and you can see what blade is right now available right now. The only blade that is available is firewall blade, right? Some basic layer 7 inspection, HTTPS inspections, layer 4 inspections can be done, but URL filtering, those kind of features are not available. If you need that, you ought to separately enable that blade too. Okay. Okay. So here, let's click on this URL filtering, right? And also I would like to go and enable one more thing called content awareness. So these two things, and also I would like to go and enable antivirus. Right, okay. So these three blades I enabled. Right? And see, everything is, for every access, every feature, it is a licensed feature, guys. You have to buy it, right? And by default, Checkpoint gives you, 15 days license for all these all these blades free. 15 days, right? I think I deployed this Checkpoint last week Sunday, right? Maybe 7 days over. I think I'll have 8 more days for this, Checkpoint device, Checkpoint image. So I'm enabling it. I'm just enabling it today. So URL filtering, antivirus, content awareness. So these are the blades which I can use 15 days trial. Already Firewall is running for 7 days. I think Firewall will have some 8 days left. I think URL filtering, I don't know whether it will count from today or it's going to count from the last week. Let's see, right? We can also see the the expiry date also. And in checkpoint, everything is a 15 days trial free blades. So that, if you want to really practice a checkpoint, you can practice anything in 15 days. And all these things are 15 days free. Even if if you miss that 15 days, again, you can install the checkpoint OS and again, you can do it. So in our case, guys, anytime you wipe this lab, right? If you wipe this lab, let's say, you did this lab 5 days back and you have license for 10 more days because 5 days over. So 10 days more to come. So you have the license only for 10 days. If you wipe this lab today, and if you just rebuild, or if you're doing the first time wizard again from today, again, you get 10-15 days from today. Okay. So when you wipe, and if you do the first time wizard, from the day when you do the first time wizard, you will get 15 days time. I did this first time wizard last week. So I believe that I have only 8 more days left, but let's confirm that. Okay, so all these blades are free. Right? After 15 days, if you want the blades, you want to license them, you have to pay money and you have to license them. So I enabled, and also I want to enable one more thing, guys. I want to enable this application control also. I enabled four things, in fact: application control, URL filtering, content awareness, antivirus. Right. So all these things enabled. Four things because we're going to use all these things today. Okay. So it says something. Okay, let's give this. Okay, so the blades are enabled right now. Can you see access blades? Okay, application control blade is available. URL filtering is available. Content awareness is available. Thread blade, right? Not thread. These are the access blades and these are thread blades. Antivirus is enabled. Good. Okay, let's go and install this policy. Okay, because whenever you make the changes, you have to install this. Let's go and give the publish and install. So these blades will now go and get installed on the firewall also, which means for the license period. And now can you see license status? It says not activated. It's not activated because we are still in the trial phase only. But there is no difference at all, guys. How the firewall works for the trial period, that 15 days, the same way it's going to work forever. Right? So there is no compromise in the quality of the firewall services and all in the trial period. Right? It's same as how it will be even after that. I never suffered with the license for checkpoint because always in checkpoint we get 15 days trial, no 15 days trial license. Whenever I teach a class, if I want license, I wipe the lab, I do the first time wizard again, I get 15 days more. Okay. So yes, so I think we have the policy has been installed successfully. Let's go and click on this. Oh, I think now only it's getting installed, is it? I don't know. Please wait. Okay, I think maybe I need to install it again. Maybe since something is wrong. Please wait, guys. Okay, it says, you are about to, it's about to expire. That's what it's saying. Okay, let's go and install. Because we are in the trial series, right? That's why it's saying that warning. No problem. We'll go and install this. After the installation, we can go and see the license period. We are not installing any rules here. We just added the blades and we're just informing that to the firewall through the SMS. Okay, I think yes. Okay, good. Let's go and see the license information. So when you click on this device and license information, guys. Okay, it says, okay, let's go and see the license status. It will take few seconds to load. Please wait. Yeah, so it's coming up now. Okay. Okay, that's great. So I think it's October 25 because the reason October 25 is because we activated the URL filtering today only. So from today, if you take 15 days, it won't be October 25. But why it's showing this October 25 is because we started this, we deployed this image on October 11, I guess. October 11, right? So October 11, October 10. So that is the day where we deployed it. So from there, it's counting 15 days. So this firewall blade was active last week. 7 days back, and it has got 8 more days. And what I was doubting is, right, I thought that this will have few other I think I thought it will count from today, but it was counting from the day it was deployed. So yes, okay, we enabled the blade, But all, can you see all these blades, right? The one that is not enabled even, they are available, but they are not active, right? Every blade gets expired on 15 days from the day we deployed. So we started installing this on the last Sunday. So it's just taking 15 days from there, and these are available. Every blade gets expires on October 15th, sorry, October 25th. No worries, guys. If I wipe this topology now, and if I start the first time we start again today, it will take some 30 minutes additionally for me, but I get the license starting from today. So license never been a problem for Checkpoint. Okay, so yes, all these things are good. So we have that working good. Let's go and close this. And we can now, let's see, let's create a rule, right? This is the rule I was about to create, right? So above this, I created a rule and I deleted it. Let's go and create a new rule above. So this time we're gonna have block bad websites. Okay, let's go and choose this inside. I'm selecting, copying and pasting it. Okay, so here, right, when you click on this plus symbol now, okay, still I see the same 506 items only, right? I don't see any additional entities that has been added. It all these things are firewall objects. Okay? So all these things that you see is a firewall object. Where is that URL filtering object? Where is that content awareness object? Where those guys are? Those guys are not available right now, because the reason is, okay, we enabled on the we enabled on the device level. We enabled on the device, right? So we went to the gateway. We enabled here. This guy has got all those blades enabled, available. But not only on the device level, you should also enable it on the security policy level also. Right? Okay, so if you see the security policy, what is the name of the security policy? Standard. That is a default name they have. If you want, you can change it, but that's a standard. Standard is the name that this policy has got. This policy, this guy has got. You have to enable the option on that particular standard policy also. So two things. One is you have to enable on the blade. So you have to enable the blade on the device. Next thing is you have to enable that on the, you have to enable the blade on the policy as well. Right? How do I go and enable it? Right? So the option is, if you click on this, can you see that this menu symbol? Click on that, and there you can see manage policies and layers. Right? We have a security policy, so we have to manage policies and layers. Click on this, and there you have a standard policy. Click on this, edit, and then you can see what is a blade that is available here. It has got only the it has got only the firewall blade. We have to go and edit this, edit layer, and you can find application and URL filtering and content awareness, right? So these are things that we added, right? Application, URL filtering, content awareness, right? So threat prevention will be enabled on a different place. So this is not for the threat. For threat prevention, we have a different place. So application control we enabled, URL filtering we enabled there, and then content awareness we enabled, right? So what it's going to do is, it's right now it's showing us. Can you see when you enable this, you're going to get one more tab called content, and in this tab you'll get the applications now. Okay, let's go and give okay. Fine. So we added two more additional blades here as well. So two things, guys. One is you have to enable on the firewall level, on the device level. Next, you have to enable on the security policy level. Let's go and give close. And now, right? So when I select now, can you see the new content has been added? So there is a new new column has been added here. Content. It was not available earlier. Now only it has been added. And now let's go and add this. Let me click on add. Can you see now how much has been increased? From 506, which was a firewall objects. All those 506 objects were firewall objects. What you have inside that? You have ping, you have telnet. All those objects were there earlier. In that 506, we had those objects. Now we enable URL filtering, we enabled application control. Now how much we got? We got 8,000 objects. Right. So now I can search for any URL that I want to block. Right. Let me search for proxy. Right. So see, guys. Okay, so if I select on this, and that is what by default selected. So prime category anonymizer, and it matches by what? It matches by the application signature. It just says, so see, now when you search for proxy, you have a proxy application, right? So this is an application object. But if you scroll down, I think, where is that guy? Please wait. I think instead of searching about proxy, I need to search for something else, I think. Okay, let's search for avoidance. Okay. Okay. So see here, so when you search for proxy, um, please wait. Okay, let's search for anonymizer. I think, so what I'm trying to say is, guys, can you see this symbol? It a kind of a symbol like this. This is what exactly refers to a website category. So this refers to an application category. We don't want that. When I select on this, right? Can you see it? Anonymizer, what are the websites that you have? You have all the proxy websites over there. See, this is simple. This is how you differentiate. If you want to have an application object, you choose this. This is an application, but generally proxies are not applications. They are a category of websites. So don't choose this, right? You can choose when you see this. Can you see this clip kind of a symbol that says it's a URL category? Now I was searching for proxy. I was searching for proxy that time. There is no a category of websites that's coming up because the name that was given here was not proxy. They had anonymizer. Because again, the same thing, anonymizer. Okay, anonymizer, and this symbol says, you have all the sites, example. You can even read this description, guys. An intermediate which prevents websites, basically, what is a proxy website? That's what has been given here. An example, anonymizer.com, megaproxy.com, hidemyass.com. So these are the guides that these are the sites that we really wanted to block. I'm just going to check this. Okay, I selected this, so anonymizer has been added already. Okay, let's go and search for adult, because this is another website that we want to block. Oh, maybe I think it should be not adult. Let me search for porn. Okay, so pornography, we want that to be blocked. And what are the things that we want to be blocked? Anonymizer, proxy, maybe job search. It again, can you see this symbol? This symbol says website, right? Job sites, a career builder.com, those sites, they come under this. And what else I want to block? I want to block some drug websites. So drug, let's search for drug. If there is any site, okay, legal drugs, there is a category of websites that comes under that. And what else? I don't remember anything. Okay, maybe we got enough websites. Anonymizer is blocked, proxy is blocked, adult is blocked. Anonymizer is what proxy is. Anonymizer is blocked, adult is blocked, job site is blocked, illegal drugs is blocked. Is there anything that I should block from a company point of view? Okay, maybe if required, if I think about it, I'll just do it. Okay, so yes, so we blocked all the category of websites. Okay. Now there are certain websites I want to block on an application level. Like see when I close this, guys. Okay, please wait. Okay, so you have all these category of websites. These are the category of websites. Maybe I want to block certain applications. How do I do? Okay, maybe you can have a block bad websites, and you can put all the website categories over here, and I can create a new rule below, or you can even create above, not a problem. Block apps which you don't want to work in your organization. I'm just going to put it over here. Okay, so here I'm just going to go and add applications like I can search for Hotstar. Let's search for Hotstar. Okay, there is an application, right? Can you see Hotstar is here? If you don't want people to watch Hotstar from your company, you can just do that. Hotstar. Yeah, so see, when you select on Hotstar, what it sees is it just sees match by application signature, right? Applications in Hotstar will have certain application. Also, services, it will check on port, it will check on 443, right? Because these guys are also the same. Because you can access the application, access Hotstar from an app. You can access Hotstar from web browser also. That's why it's going to inspect on port 80 traffic, port 443 traffic, application signature will be inspected. And what else? Maybe I want okay, so I don't remember anything now. Just give me a minute. because I have a photo of okay, just a minute. Yes, so yes, I would like to also block Netflix. So we can have Netflix here, Netflix, Netflix streaming blocked, and also we can block. I think Amazon Prime is not available. Maybe we don't have Amazon. We have so many Amazon products, but Amazon Prime is not available. Maybe okay, maybe I don't know. In future versions they might have included it, but that's okay, right? Fine. So Amazon Prime is not available, so we'll just ignore that. Or we can even search for Prime. There can be something called Prime Video also. Prime Video is not also available. So let's ignore Amazon for now. Amazon can be blocked in a separate way. I'll tell you how to block Amazon Prime Video. Okay, so what else I can block now? Maybe I would like to block WhatsApp. Right? If I want to block WhatsApp, I can say WhatsApp Messenger, WhatsApp. No, if you block WhatsApp Messenger, everything will be blocked, guys. Or if you don't want WhatsApp, no, you want WhatsApp to work, but don't want WhatsApp file transfer or voice call, you can do that also. Right? Yeah. So similarly, we had experienced all these things in the Palo Alto class itself. Okay. So here we have Netflix, WhatsApp, everything is blocked here. Maybe you can also block some games if you want. Maybe I'll search for PUBG. If it's available, we can block it. Okay, PUBG is not available here. Maybe games, if you search. Facebook games category websites can be blocked. Game websites are there, you can block that also. Right. Okay, see, when if you get time, you can just go through the list one by one. Okay, I'm just gonna go and add one more link over here, which is games. So if there is any games website, we never want our students to, we never want our employees to do that. So Facebook games also fine. Facebook games are denied. Normal games are denied. And there are specific games also, guys. They have their object of Supercell, Clash of Clans. Yes. Okay, good. Fine. Next, we'll go to this. Okay, can we check this first, right? Do they really work properly or not? Okay, so I've blocked bad websites. I've blocked the apps. Okay, good. Let's go and the action is drop, right? If you want, you can even log it. So you can just go and there is an option. If you feel this window is small for you, you can just put this that side so that you get. If you want that again, you can click on this arrow and you get that. So again, you can just collapse and expand. Okay, so we want that to be logged. If someone is visiting some bad websites, we want that to be logged. And if you want that to be logged. Okay, good. Let's go and install the policy now and check it. Okay, so now let's try this, guys. So I think the portal has been, the installation has been over. Let's go and search for job sites now. Job sites. Okay, so I think any website you can go and check. Let's go for this website. Can you see empty response? So the firewall is blocking it. And maybe if you go to Monster India, you will even see the same thing there. Oh, maybe see it's let me refresh now. Okay, maybe so it was initially working, but finally the firewall understood. And when I make a refresh, it's not working, right? Okay, so job sites are blocked. And now what we see is, guys, we are just seeing the page isn't working. From the user's point of view, this is not a proper response, right? So if a user is accessing a website, and if that website is blocked in our organization, we have to intimate him in a better way. So this page doesn't say what the problem is, right? So the user never understands what the problem is. let's go and give a response page to all these blocked sites. I'm gonna go, and when you click on this drop, right, instead of click on this drop, you can click on blocked message. So if you select drop alone, it will just drop the packet. If you say block message, you can just select this, and also you can even select here as well. Okay, so block messages will be displayed. Let's go and try now. So install the policy. So we have 10 rules so far. Okay, I think once the installation is over, we can go and check on the same site. So we should be able to refresh this and we can see some response page instead of just saying nothing. Okay, I think it's almost done. Let's go and refresh this now. Okay, let's keep proceed. Okay, it says page blocked. This is what the response page I was talking about. Response page access to indie.com is blocked because it comes into the category of this. And if you wanted to report it wrong, you can click here and you can report it. Okay, so Monster India, same thing, right? When I refresh, you're gonna get the same block page. Okay, so I can search for some proxy sites now. Let's go and check for some proxy sites. So proxy sites. Okay, so we'll check proxysite.com. There you go. So page block. Because why? Because now we are looking under a category of anonymizer. Okay, so yes, guys. So this is what, and now we can even go and check the logs also. So if you want to check the logs, you can go and check it. You can find the logs over here. You can select the policy. You can select the rule and you can see the logs. That's one option, right? The other option is you can just go and find out you can find out all the logs over there. Right? So let's go and click on logs and let's go and expand this. Oh, maybe I think why is saying smart log is not active. Let's select now. Okay, now it's going to show us. Okay, there you go. Okay, so who accessed, right? The source IP, if you see the source IP, 1.3, right, which is called as a smart console because we are trying to access from the same PC, right? The PC which is a smart console is also the client here. Okay, so they were trying to access these websites. They matched with a rule called block bad websites, and they are blocked here. And now you can see the by seeing this United States of America, this IP in that particular country, this IP, one IP, and I think it's in, is it China or Japan? Singapore. Okay, fine. So yes, so these are the sites that we are trying to access, and no, we are not able to access them. Okay, good. So now let's try applications. Basically, guys, you have to have some kind of an application to test it. But Hotstar is available on the browser platform as well. Netflix also available. WhatsApp is also available. Let's try from the browser platform itself. Okay, let's go and check hotstar.com. Hotstar. Okay, so it comes under media streams. Category has been blocked. Okay, and also we want to check what Netflix. Let's check netflix.com. Okay, blocked again, media stream. Let's go and try WhatsApp. I think we have to go for web.whatsapp.com, right? That's a mobile browser platform. Let's check this. Good. That's really nice. WhatsApp Messenger is blocked according to company organization. Instant comes under the category of instant messaging. Okay, so that's really nice. Okay, so we did block bad websites, we did block apps, they are perfectly working too. And also we did some blocked response pages. Okay, now I would like to go and show you a few other options which is possible. Okay, so let's go and create a new rule below this. Okay. And instead of blocking the website, there is also another option called inform and ask. Okay? Because when you go here, guys, when you select this, can you see there's an option to drop? There's an option to ask. There is an option to inform. There is an option to accept. We know what is drop. We know what is accept. Accept not just pass the traffic. Drop and drop the traffic. If you want a block message, you can put that. What is ask and what is inform? Right? Okay, so we can just we will know that by configuring few category of sites over there. Okay, so now when you let's say what name I can give for this, websites or apps allowed, or no, I don't know what name to use here. Maybe I'll just put like this: inform category apps. Okay, so what is inform category apps is, right? I'm just gonna go and put the same thing here, Control C, Control V, copy. Okay, here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have websites like Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, right? These are social media websites. I want them to be I'm just gonna call them Facebook, and we'll search for Instagram. There you have Instagram. Please wait. Yeah, so you have Instagram here, and you can even search for LinkedIn. LinkedIn is available, and also you have what? You have Twitter. Okay, so these are the sites. Twitter, here you have Twitter. Okay, so these are the sites which we are not blocking actually. We want them to be coming under inform category. So what is the meaning of that is, instead of having this drop, I'm just gonna go and give you inform. Right? Okay, you can choose access notification or access approval. Let me first choose access notification for this. Okay, access notification once per day. I'll tell you what is the meaning of this, right? So let's experience it first, and then I'll tell you what is this. And maybe if you want, you can log it, or maybe you can just have it as none. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go and install this. Right, we have 4 category of websites: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. Let's install this policy and see what happens when you go to the websites. Okay, it's installed. Let's go and check for a Facebook website for now. So I'm going to go to Facebook. See, earlier Facebook was allowed, right? You can see Facebook was allowed completely last time. Now when I go to Facebook.com, I think it is coming from the cache. Let's try something else. Let's try Instagram or LinkedIn. It might come from the cache page because we had caching, right? Already we visited the website, LinkedIn.com. Did I install the policy? Yes, it has been installed. What we have is LinkedIn. Okay. Please wait. Sometimes it might take a few minutes additionally. Okay, let's try for Twitter at least. Okay. I don't know why it is happening like this. See what we are expected is, so we have the action to be informed, right? And what will inform to tell you is right before showing up the page, before showing up the Facebook page or Instagram page or Twitter page, it'll go and show you, it'll just give you some kind of information, right, that you're trying to access this particular website. And you should not use it for entertainment purpose. You have to use it for a company purpose only, or something like that. Some kind of a message will come up, and then you can give okay, and you can go to the website. So that is what, so the inform is same as allow case, but it will just show you one banner message before you go to the website. Okay, well, I'm expecting it, but it's not showing up. Let's try one more time now. Maybe when I go to let's try Instagram. It's not showing up. Oh my God. See, the mistake that I did is, like, can you see here it is, it should not be inside, right? So we're not trying to go to inside to inside. I need to remove this and put this as outside. Okay. So there's a mistake. It should be inside to outside, not inside to outside. I just copy pasted, but I pasted by mistake. I didn't notice it. Okay, let's install the policy now and we can check it. Okay, please wait. Okay, let's go and install this. Now you should be able to see that. Okay, let me try now any website. Let me try Facebook itself. Okay, there you go. So this is what exactly I was saying, right? When you select for inform, it just says please be reminded that according to the company policy, access to Facebook is intended for work-related use only. You should not go and entertain yourself from that website. So when you give okay, all it's going to do is just going to redirect it. Okay, there you go. And the same thing is for Instagram as well. So yes, access notification. Okay. So this is what access notification is. Whereas, there is also another option called ask. So we know what is drop, we know what is inform now. Let me go and create a new rule below, and we're just gonna have ask app category, ask category apps. Okay, we'll have this. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy paste this time properly. Okay, I think this is what the mistake that I did last time also. So we'll delete this inside. Okay, so we can have this guy instead of having this any, we can have I'm just gonna have sites which or bandwidth consuming. For example, let's say YouTube. This you have hyper for, I don't know what is this. With this YouTube is what traditional YouTube is. Okay, so YouTube and you can go and even search for uh, some other applications also. Maybe you can search for Vimeo. Vimeo. another popular video platform. Yeah, so like this, you can have basic. You can just choose anything that you want. And this time, I'm just selecting it for YouTube and Vimeo, and I'm just gonna say ask company policy. Okay, so see, and I'll tell you what is this, right? Access notification once a day, one per application, which means, guys, uh, what is the meaning of this once a day per application? The meaning is, see, when I went to Facebook already, it asked me this notification, right? So when I go to Facebook again, it's not gonna give me the same notification. When I go to Facebook, it's just letting me to go to Facebook, which means once 24 hours, if I accept that option, right? If I say okay, and for that particular website, for next 24 hours, it won't show up the notification there. That is what this option. You can even reduce it if you don't want it once per day. You can have it as 1 hour, so that every 1 hour, if someone is going that if they say okay, and that will be available only for 1 hour. Again, next time after 1 hour, again it's gonna show the notification. That's what it is. And company policy, it's basically a text, guys. You can always change this. So access notification, you can change anything that you want. This is what the display message is. The first one is display message, access notification, or if you see here, this is a display message. Company policy is going to come up here. The frequency is what, and per application is this. Okay, so okay, let's go and install this too, and let's go and see YouTube. What is the response that we get when you reach YouTube? So right now we have 12 rules here. Okay, it's done. So let's go and visit YouTube now. So let's go and I'll show you the difference between ask and inform. So when you go to youtube.com, it's going to say you're trying to access YouTube. And according to the company policy, is the same story, right? But you have to give this, right? You have to accept this. You have to accept this. I will use this. You just want to give one acknowledgement from your side. And if you give okay, it will take you to the page. And if you give cancel, it's going to say action cancel, access is not allowed. Okay, so let's go and try again, youtube.com. Okay, so if I give is okay, it's going to take me to the YouTube site. Yes, so that's a great thing. Okay, guys. So now next thing, what I wanted to just tell you is, so we created 4 new rules now. So already we had 8, and now today after the class we created 4 rules. So next rule is I wanted to I just want to say, if you have certain websites to be blocked which doesn't come under a category. For example, you want networking to be blocked, but networking comes under education category. So just to block one site in one category, you cannot block the whole category, right? So if you block education, network geek will be blocked, but you cannot block it completely because other education sites also will be blocked. So if you want to block a custom website or a single website, you can always create a rule separately for that. So new rule below, right? Block websites. I'll just have the name as block websites, or I'll have block custom websites. Whichever one that organization need to block it, we'll just block them alone. So we select this, paste. Paste. Okay, so here instead of having it as any, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a custom website. So here our network gig, let's say our network gig website is not available here. So what I can do is I can just go and click on this new, and there is a custom applications site, and you can go and click on custom application website, and you can create a site, right? So here let's have the name is custom sites or block sites. Okay, so there you can go and add a new URL. You can say don't want star dot network.in, right, which says that anything network is blocked. You can also go and add uh, test dot network.in. Anything is fine, right? So let me just do this. I just don't want everything. I'll just move this and add network.in, or test alone we'll try. So we want test.network.in. Okay, so yes. So it comes into what category? Custom application site category. Okay, let's give okay. Okay, so now we have blocked site. It's over there, and it has got one particular URL. You can also add URLs in future, and you can have drop along with the access notification response page. Okay, so good. I think let's go and install this. Maybe if you feel Prime Video is not available, let's say guys, Prime Video is not available. What you can do is you can go and right now Prime Video will be available, right? When you go to primevideo.com, Prime Video, I think Prime Videos it is. I'm not sure what I think maybe Prime Video, I guess. Okay, so Prime Video is available, right? If you don't want this to be accessed, right? If there is no application for that, what you can do is you can simply go and create a custom URL category, right? I'd like to go and edit this. We can edit that, and we can also add www.primevideo.com. So you can just add this, and then we can go and install this. Okay, installation started. So now we should not be able to see this site. Prime Video should not be available anymore. At the same time, test.network should also should not be available. Okay, I think almost it's done. Let's go and refresh. Okay, can you see now? It's blocked and it doesn't come on. No, the category is what category it is? Custom application / site. Okay, so now we can even do the same thing for test.network.in. The same thing, okay, test.net is also blocked. Okay, good. So next what I can do. Next is maybe if you want okay, so if you guys are not accessing from 4 3 4 is actually blocked, 7 is blocked, and 5 and 6 is allowed with certain conditions. 8 is allowed completely, right? Now instead of allowing in so instead of we are allowing all the services, right? We can even try certain services alone, right? I can add and I can say I want HTTP to be allowed, because we are not allowing right now. I'm editing rule number 8, which is inside outside allowed traffic. So if someone is trying to, please wait. Okay, so HTTPS, and then I'm allowing ICMP protocol, and then I'm allowing DNS. So if you want, okay. So if you want only these 3 services to be allowed, you can just allow them, and all the other services will be blocked. Okay. So anything else I can do? Yes, I can do one thing. What I can do is now we'll work on this content awareness. Because see guys, all these rules are blocked. Most of the rules are blocked rules. Now I can create a new rule above all these rules. I can create a new rule above all these rules, right? I'm just going to create a new rule at line number 3 right now. So the new rule will be at line number 3. And we wanted, we'll have this as content or block Excel upload. So if someone is trying to upload an Excel document from our organization, we want that to be blocked, right? How that can be done? We can just put the direction inside to outside. And then instead of, here you have this application as any, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have it as, because usually you can have HTTP and HTTPs because those are the two protocols that we are allowing. Or it can even be any case, it doesn't matter, right? So it can be even if someone is trying to upload a document through FTP or something else. Okay, so let the application be any, application service be any. If someone is trying to go from inside to outside, and if they are specifically uploading a content, this is what very important here is, right? If the content is, that's what I enable the content awareness blade also. So if I give Excel, if I search for Excel, can you see spreadsheet? Spreadsheet what Excel is, right? So if someone is trying to upload Excel, right? And then when you select the spreadsheet, guys, can you see it's coming up here and direction is any, right? So we can click on that and we can say direction is not any. If someone is trying to upload from inside, if someone is uploading a file to outside, right? And if it's an Excel file, or you can even have other files too, right? We want that to be logged as well. We want who's actually doing it, right? And also I can create a new rule. I can even copy paste this rule, copy paste, and I have a new rule here, block exe download. So Excel upload, we are blocking exe download. So if someone's trying to download a exe file, we want that to be blocked. So exe download, same direction here. Instead of having a spreadsheet, I would like to go and remove that and add a new object, which is going to be an exe file, executable file. Yes, is what I want to block. And after that, we can go and choose the direction, download. If someone is downloading a exe file or someone is uploading a Excel file, they will be denied and they'll be logged too. Right, let's go and install this policy. So far, we have 15 rules here. Let's go and install this policy. Okay, let's install this. Okay, after the installation, we can try this, guys. Okay, installation succeeded. Now what we'll do is we'll go and take this incognito window. And first, let's download the CSV file, because first we'll download the Excel file. We need the Excel file, right? So let's download the Excel file, and I can download the Excel file. So there is no blocking in downloading Excel file. Excel file should not be uploaded, so it can be downloaded, right? So let's first download it, and then after downloading, we can upload. We'll try to upload that file. So it should be, I'm just going to test networking.in test.excel as I get xlsx. This is a URL, but I'm not sure. Let me try. Okay, let's give proceed and download it. Okay, there you have the file. Okay, good. Okay, so this is a file that we have, and the file is on the download folder, right? So now when I try to upload this file, right, it should not work. Okay, so how do I upload? Let's say, someone is trying to send a person mail to them, right? So that way, mail should not work. I mean, mail should work, but uploading in mail should not work. Let's go to outlook.com and I have my mail over there. Let's try to do that. Okay, so I'm just going to pause my screen, or maybe I'll pause the screen sharing. I'll log in and I'll show you. Please wait. I'm just trying to log into my account. Okay. So yes, so now you can see my Outlook mail. So I'll try to upload that the file that I downloaded. Let me click on this browse from this computer and go to downloads, and I try to upload this test.xlsx file. So can you see the file could not be attached? Because why? Because it's blocking that Excel file. And if I disable this rule, guys, if I disable this rule, it should be able to do it, right? So I can even go and disable this rule, right click, disable, right? I can go and install the policy now. Once the installation is over, we should be able to upload it. Okay, so meanwhile, I'll just try it one more time. I'm gonna attach the file and I'm just gonna do it. So say the same thing, right? File cannot be attached. Okay, let's do it after the installation. Okay, I think almost the installation is over, right? Succeeded. So now we should be able to attach it. Let's try this. Okay, attach now. Now can you see it's getting attached? Earlier it was not. Okay, because of the checkpoint device that was blocking it. Okay, let's remove this attachment and let's enable the rule again. Okay, so let's install the policy. So meanwhile, while the installation is going on, I'll show you about maybe we can go. Please wait. I'll try to download the exe file and show you that is also getting denied. Okay, so let's install this, and meanwhile we can check the download. So I have a file in this place, networking.in/cpt.exe. Okay, let's do advanced, proceed. Okay, can you see empty response? This is getting empty response right now. But at the same time, now if I disable this rule, right, you should be able to get that working. Right? So yes, I don't want to show that again, guys. You can try it out. Maybe if you want, you check with the response messages, right? You can even check the response message. You can install it. You can see that this file is not allowed. That kind of a message you will get. Banner message will be coming up. Okay. So I think yes, we have got enough rules here. Okay, you can also have a timer for all these things, guys. You can also have a timer. You can have a schedule for it. You can create a schedule object. You can say that in this time this download should not work. Let's say I'm just going to create an object called time object, and I'm just going to create a new one, new more time object. I'm going to say weekdays. Right. So weekdays, days in week, we want to have not Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, these are the 5 days, and the time is from let's say 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. It's going to be 18. Okay, so this is a time, right? And weekdays, I'm just going to give okay. Okay, so we have weekdays, right? I want this rule to be applied only on weekdays. On weekend, I don't mind if someone is downloading something. On weekdays, I don't want them to download. Weekdays, in between this particular time. Okay, let's go and add a new object called time. And right now, so you get a new object, right? So all these time is any. Now I'm going to go and say I want the new time, which is weekdays. So let me expand this. Okay, so here from inside outside serves any, right? All these things weekdays. Weekdays alone, this rule will be enabled. Right? So today is a weekend, right? So obviously this rule will be disabled because this rule is available only on weekdays. So once I commit this, once I publish this, we should be able to download the file because we are doing it on Sunday. Let's go and check this. Okay, let's install the policy. And once the policy is installed, that rule will be available only on weekdays. And on a weekend, this rule is disabled. So obviously the rule will fall under this guy, rule number 10. And anything that you download now will fall under rule number 10, and there is no blocking for that. Okay, so it should work. Let's try that now. Let's go and refresh this page. Okay, succeeded. Let's try to download this now. I think it should start anytime now. Okay, so let's give proceed and advanced. And now there you go. It started downloading. Okay, so let me cancel this. Okay, we can take a break here. After the break, we can discuss about excluding. I think someone was having the video on. Okay, I don't know how long it was. Okay, so let's go and take a break to now. And after the break, which is exactly after 1 hour, we'll meet, and that time I'll discuss about HTTPS inspection for, no, we have to exclude websites from HTTPS inspection. And also there is also something called bandwidth throttling. And also we'll understand what is something called inline layers. Okay, so fine, we'll end the meeting here. See you guys after the break. So exactly after 1 hour, we'll meet. Any doubts? Okay, so then I'll end the meeting for everyone. See you guys after 1 hour.